So welcome to lesson today. My name is Toby, and today we are going to do fraction, decimal, and percentages. Fraction, decimal, and percentage. The aim is to understand how to convert in between these, between fraction, decimal, and actually percentages. How to change from fractions to decimals, how to change from decimals back to fraction, how to change from decimals to percentages, and how to convert back from percentages to decimal. So the first thing that we want to do is how to change from percentages to decimal. How to convert from percentages to decimal. So for example now, so when you say percentage is like, out of 100. So for example now, if you say 40%, it means what? 40 out of 100. If you say 25% too, it means what? 25 out of 100. So that is the meaning of what? Percentage. It's always what? Out of 100. In some cases too, you can see 150%. It also means what? 150 out of 100. So now, if they ask us to convert from percentages to decimal, what you have to do is to divide by what? By 100. When you have to convert from percentages, you divide by what? By 100. So for example now, if you have to take 40% to percentage, you will do 40 divided by 100. So that gives you what? 0.4. 40 divided by 100, that gives you what? 0.4. So can you tell me what is going to be 25 divided by 100? Can you tell me what is 25 divided by 100?
Sure.
It's going to be
0.25.
25, yes. Then what is now 150 divided by 100?
0.157.
No, check it.
Okay.
It's not.
Let me divide.
It should be 1.5.
Yes.
1.50.
1.5, sorry.
Yes, it's 1.50. You get it, or 1.5. You can put, so this ones you might, the recording is going to be available. So you might not think that you want to write everything now because of time, or to recording is going to be sure be available. So that's how to convert from percentages to what? To decimal. Now, let's try and look at how to change from decimals to percentages. Can you see? It's going to be the other way around. This one is divide. You have to multiply that one too. So, for example, now if you have to change from decimals to percentages, so change from decimal to percentages. That means that 0 point, for example, if you have 0.21 times, 0.21 is a decimal. 0.45 is also a decimal.
0.5.
0.02 is a decimal. And 0.41 is also a decimal. So if you're asked to convert these to percentages, you have to multiply it by what? By 100. So that gives you what? Times 100. What is 0.21 times 100? Just you just move the decimal places. It's going to give you what? 21. It's going to be 21%. What is 0.45 times 100? You can use a calculator. I think most of the questions comes out the calculator. That gives you what? 45 what? Percent.
Yeah.
So what is This one times 100, that gives you 2%. Then what about this?
41.
41%, yes.
Sorry.
So that is how to convert from what? From decimals to percentages. Just multiply by what? You multiply by 100. Can you see? You multiply by 100. That's actually what? How to convert from decimals to percentages to make it a lot straightforward for you. From decimal to percentage, just multiply by what? By 100. So from decimals to percentages, multiply by 100. From percentages to decimal, you divide by what? By 100. Okay. That's how to do interchange between the two of them. So for example, now, if they ask you, they give you an answer, they ask you to show the answer in decimal and in percentages, this is what you actually want to do.
Sure.
Yes. So now, let's now move on to how to change from fraction to percentages. Okay, and so we change from what? From fractional percentages. So it's the same thing too, just fraction to actual percentages. So if you have something like this, if you fraction to decimal and to percentages. So if you have 1/2, what is 1 divided by 2 on your calculator?
Divided by 2 is 2.
No, 1 divided. I didn't say 2 divided by 1. I said 1 divided by 2.
0.5.
0.5. Can you see? I have changed that fraction to decimal. Can you see? It's 0.5. What is 2 divided by 5?
By 5.
0.4. 0.4. What is 7 divided by 8?
0.875.
Yes, 0.875. Yep, that's correct. Then, so what is 3 divided by 5? That's going to be 0.6, is it?
Yeah.
You can check. So can you see now? I've converted what? Fraction to what? Decimal. Can you see? It's just straightforward. Fractions to actually what? To decimals using calculator. So what we're going to work on today is the one with calculator, using calculator. Fraction to actually what? To decimal. So you just divide this straight away. These are decimal functions. Now, you can also change. This is fraction now. This is decimal. And you can also go further and change it to what? To a percentage. So what will you do? If you want to change decimals to a percentage, what will you do?
Divide by 100.
No, check your work. If you change from decimal to percentages.
Okay, times
100. So you multiply by what? Decimal percentage multiplied by 100. So that gives you what? 50%. Can you see?
Yeah.
This one times 100. That gives you what? 40 what? 40%. Can you see? Can you do the other ones? Can you convert the other ones to percentages?
Okay.
Continue to record. So it's going to be what? When you say this times 100, that's going to be what? 87.5. Then what is 0.6 times 100?
0.6.
50%. Yeah, 60%. Can you see? I've changed from what? From fraction to decimal, then to actually what? To percentage. Can you see? So when you want to change from fractions to decimal, just divide those functions, divide the numerator by the denominator. Then you actually are going to get that. Then if you want to change it to percentage, you multiply by what? By 100. So it's as simple as that. So we are still working with the one with calculator, but the ones with non-calculator is going to be at a slower pace. It's okay because your exam is in two parts. You have the first section as non-calculator, and the second section is going to be calculator. So you have to, that's it. That's how it is. So now, you're done with, we've learned how to convert from what? From decimal to percentages, and from percentages to what? To decimal. Now, we want to go from like fraction to what? To percentage. It's okay, fraction to percentage. So that means that it's good. What we have already done from fractions to actually what? Percentage already. Now, we want to go from percentage to fraction. So percentages to what? To fraction. Yeah. To fraction, then yeah, that's it. So now if you have like 2%, I told you what is percentage? It's out of what? Out of 100,
Yeah.
So that gives you what? 2 over 100. That's it. That's a fraction. Can you see? I've changed it to a fraction. It's over 2 over what? Over 100. So if you want to simplify it, you can get further. You can divide the top and the bottom by 2. This one divided by this one divided by 2, that gives you 1. This one divided by 2, that gives you 50. Can you see? So it's going to be what? 1 over 50. So if you have, if they give you that 40%, so that gives you what? It's going to be what? 40 out of what? 100. So that's what? You can simplify that one to like 4 over 10 or 2 over 5. To break it down further, because when I converted from 40 over 100 to 4 over 10, is because what? Both 40 and 100, they are both in what? In 10 times tables, isn't it? Yes. So that's why you see me divide the top one by 10, the bottom one by 10. So 40 divided by 10 is 4. 100 divided by 10 is also what? 10. Then I divide this one by 2 to get to what? 250. I cannot break it down any longer. That's why I left that what? As 250. So this one is what? 30%. Can you try and change 30% and 80% to fractions, please? Right. Yeah, you got 3 over 10. Okay, that is fine. What about the second one?
4 over 5.
4 over what?
5.
Yeah. That is. So it's correct. So that's how to convert from what? From percentages to what? To decimals.
Yeah.
So let me just try and give you maybe probably a challenge question too. The challenge question is like question that's maybe probably tricky. And let's see how you can come up with it. So what's the first one?
1/25.
Yeah.
The other one is 3/50.
Mhm.
And the third one is 2/25.
That's correct. So now the final part, before you start doing exam style question, the final part
This
is
is exam right now.
no exam style questions.
Okay.
Like the way it comes out in the exam.
Oh, I thought
So you have to, let's go decimals to percentages. So decimals to fractions. So if you have 0.22, can you see? What you want to think is to fraction. So because this one, this 0.22 is like 22%, you know? So that gives you what? 22/100. So which is going to be like 11/50. That's it. Can you see?
Yeah.
Just change it. So if you have a 0.07, that's what 7%. You know?
Yes.
That is what 7/100. And this one is 0.12. That's going to be what? 12%, isn't it? That gives you 12/100. Simplify it, that gives you what? 3/25, isn't it? You see? I've changed what? Decimals to what? To percentages. And to also what? To fractions directly. So we will do this one. This one.
$66. 8%.
When I saw you see USD, you were doing it. Okay, that's fine. So what 0.04?
4% equals to
Yeah.
that's it.
4%, yeah, equals to what?
4/100.
Do you simplify 4/100 or not?
Yes, I did.
What's that?
1/25.
1/25, yes. Next one.
6%. That will be 60. 6/100 equals to 3/5. 50, sorry.
Yes.
Then the other one is 8%. And 8% is 8/100.
When you simplify it is what?
It's 2/25.
Okay. Yeah. So that is actually what's that for that. So let me just quickly give you exam style questions. Then we can now actually wrap it up after that. So here's the exam. This is how it looks like. So you can just complete it. You get 50%.
Yes.
This one is going to be 3/4.
Yes.
Eh?
Then 0. Yes.
What's the next one?
0.4.
Oh, you got it right?
Yes.
Then why are you scared of the examination?
I don't like maths.
So this is the final one. So after this one, we wrap it up. I think it makes a lot of sense. You really did well today.
Yeah, maths.
Yeah. So you tell me your answer now. I will not do it myself.
Okay. 7%.
Yeah.
Then 35/100.
Do you simplify it?
What?
Do you simplify it to 35/100?
Yes.
To what?
To fraction.
What's the fraction?
The fraction is 35/100.
Yeah, I know it's 35/100. Is that a final answer there?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait.
Because 7/20. Né?
Oh.
Yeah. But that is fine. Don't worry. Then what is I will take it for you. Then what is the last one here? The decimal.
0.6.
Yeah, that is that. So that is that. The recording will be available. The guy coordinated the whole thing. We said Amdeep would send the whole thing, and it's going to actually be available. So it's 1:30 to maximum 2:30 every Wednesdays. If you do 2 lessons and you think that you are comfortable doing the test, you can start it. So I will just end the recording now. Just they might not go, don't go yet.
Okay, sir.